Happy Halloween. I'm SoulFyr, and today we're going to rank Silent Hill and the Resident Evil games that I've played. So this won't be every game of each series ranked, just the ones that I personally played, so I can give an opinion on. So first, we're going to hop over and start on Silent Hill. Alright, for this list, we have Silent Hill 2, Silent Hill Origins, Silent Hill 3, Silent Hill Downpour, Silent Hill 4, Homecoming, and Shattered Memory. So we're going to go in the order that I played them. So I don't believe any game is S tier, so we're going to go ahead and get rid of the S tier. We're going to go A to F. Don't know if we're going to use every one of these, but anyways. Alright, so we'll start with the first one I ever played, was Silent Hill. I'm going to give it an A. It scared me a lot as a child, since I was, in my early teens. First getting into into the genre. The storyline is great in Silent Hill 1 with Harry and going through trying to find his daughter. Okay, next is Silent Hill 2. This is another A for me. Silent Hill 2 is probably a lot of everyone's favorite Silent Hill. It's got the highest marks, I believe, of any of them. It's just a really good game. Next is Silent Hill 3. 3 was great. I loved, especially the extra items you could get, where you could turn her into like, a Sailor Scout, and like murder everything. I had a lot of fun doing that. Next is Silent Hill 4. I tried liking this one. I ain't gonna give it an F. I'll give it a D. It starts off strong. I mean, it starts off really strong. And then after that, with the ghost mobs that follow you around, it can't be killed. I just never really got far in this. That always turned me off, so I never went and finished it. Next is Downpour. I think this is... No, is this the one you're an escaped convict? It's been a while. It's not as memorable as the others. That's why my brain hasn't, can't really remember it. So I'm going to give it an E. Homecoming was a solid C. I liked it, especially there's a certain point in the game where you can save your game. And you can get every ending from there. So it's not based off your time, how many enemies you killed. It's just based off what options you pick from that save point. And the first time I did it, I got lucky, saved it there by accident. So I got to unlock everything. And I usually don't go for trophies or achievements, but I actually did get every achievement to this game. Next is Origins. This is the start of the series. Before 1, the way you went to the evil world of Silent Hill was different because you had to look through a mirror. And then they tried to make an enemy like Pyramid Head, but it was like a butcher. It was good. I'll give it a C. I enjoyed it, but I haven't want to go back and play it again. And if I said I wouldn't give nothing an F, I'm wrong. Shattered Memory, it's a solid F. I played it on probably the worst version to play, which was the Wii. The motion controls did not do it any favors, especially with the way you gotta shove the enemies off. The storyline wasn't really good in mine. It had a good twist at the end where you're actually Cheryl and you're giving the psychiatrist, what you remember of your dad. But the gameplay was horrible. I just didn't like it. So it's a solid F. So we got Silent Hill 1 and 2 as an A. So I would recommend those. Silent Hill 2 or 3, definitely. It's another, these 3 is a must play. Homecoming and Origins are pretty good. 4, maybe if I actually get through it, and it might be moved up more on the list. Downpour is not memorable. Out of all of them, this is the one I remember least about. But because it might be an F, but Shattered Memory, I know I don't like it. I had a friend who just streamed it. I Got Kings, if you want to check out his YouTube channel. He just went through it. It was fun watching him play it, but I would not recommend playing it. So here's my rank. So let's go over the Resident Evils that I've played. Alright, we're on to Resident Evil. I'm not for sure if this is all of them. This might be more than I've actually played and beat. So I'm only going to pick and choose the ones I've actually played and I ain't going to say beat because I ain't beat all of them. But anyways, first Resident Evil I ever played. This was the PlayStation version of Resident Evil 2. Again, no S rank. This is my first ever survival horror game. I remember it scared the crap out of me as a kid. I wouldn't play the game unless my brother was in the room, but I loved it. So it's a solid A. The next one I played was Resident Evil 1. Again, another solid A. You know, it's a great survival horror game. I love the cheesy intro movie. Just the whole gameplay was great. After that, I probably played Survivor. You know, I like the game. It's a different take on the other games. It's a first-person rail-ish shooter. Pretty short, just like the others, but it's not good at all. Resident Evil 3. The PS3 version, the PS1 version. That's about it. Loved it. There for a month or two, every day after school, I would come home and beat it. I mean, we just go through it and get my fastest time, and then just redo it over and over and over again. Just a great Resident Evil game. So these are top tier Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. What would be next? Code Veronica. I'm gonna give it a C. It's a lot harder than the other ones. I've never beat it, but you know, it's got Claire. I remember I had a friend come over and he stayed until he beat the game. So it was like a whole weekend. He liked it, but I still have not beat that game. We'll do Resident Evil 0. I remember this one vaguely because you get to play as Rebecca Chambers finally, and then you get to play as some convict guy. It takes place for Resident Evil 1, but I don't really remember the storyline of it, but it was okay. But Resident Evil Outbreak was good in a way, because you could play online, but at the time I didn't have it online dial-up, so it wasn't that great. I never went through it afterwards to see how the storyline was, so we'll give it a D. Let's see, what's this? Outbreak. We'll give those two a D because you know, Outbreak 1 and 2. Resident Evil 4, I'm gonna give it a D. It's another one that I know is highly praised, but I've never really made it anywhere in it. So, Umbrella Corp is an F. I even bought it for like $2 or $3. It's still wasting my money. Raccoon City, let's give it a C. I remember playing it quite a bit on PS3 and I liked it. Resident Evil 7 is a good one. Me and my family, we sit down and we watch me play it. Got a lot of scares from that one. After a while, where I never did. So I really enjoyed 7. Resident Evil 6 is a D. 2. It went from survival horror to action, so it didn't change. You know, it wasn't a good change for Resident Evil. 5 is a C. I remember going through it, even with the hilarious, cheesy again. Chris Redfield just laying into that boulder at the end. You got to see Wesker get all virus stuff, and it was pretty cool. The remakes, I ain't gonna comment. I didn't really like the remakes. I know the GameCube version is really good, but I just didn't care for it. Never played this one. I don't think I played that one. This one, I didn't play it either. The Umbrella Chronicles, we'll give it a C. They're good light gun games on the Wii or the PS3. I enjoyed those. Revelations, we'll give those a B. I love the Revelations because it went back to kind of like the first two. You get to play as Claire in them. And this one had a pretty good online mode where you leveled up and everything. What's this one? I think that's another light gun game. So what these two are because there was 2 of them. So there's they go over the series very vaguely, but they're very good. If you like, lock gun games. I don't believe I played that one. Didn't play that one. I didn't really care for the remakes. I don't want to grade them. I got two, and I played the GameCube one, but they just wasn't my cup of tea. If I'm going to play Resident Evil, I'll just play the originals. The first three, anyways, on the PlayStation. So here's my ranking. We got Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3 as A, Resident Evil 7 and Revelations as B. We got a lot of C's here. We got Survivor, Code Veronica 0, Raccoon City 5, and then the two light gun games. And then for D's, we had Outbreaks 4 and 6, and then an F, and it full-heartedly deserves the F, and that is Umbrella Corp. But those are my rankings of Silent Hill and Resident Evil series of the games I've actually played. So I don't want to rank anything that I haven't officially played. I'd like to see or hear y'all's ranking on these games. Please comment below. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. I hope everyone has a safe and happy Halloween. And until next time, peace out.